y'all doing today? This Miss Big Betty Bombshell. Just want to put a smile on your face. Just want to put a smile on your face. Just want to put a smile on your face. You know, especially with everything that's happening around here now. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, we got to realize that things still got to keep going on. We still got to keep moving. We still got to keep having fun, and we still got to keep living. Come on now, you got to still keep living now. I tell you, I was just sitting here thinking, and I was just reminiscing on, how things used to be in the day. But you know what? I'm so glad things have changed from the way that it used to be. I tell you, we didn't have all this access to a lot of things that we have access to now. Now, I can't say ain't no more privacy like you used to have privacy, you know what I'm saying? You got to just be careful nowadays. Everybody recording, everybody putting their business on out there and everything, but they sure keep you entertained. I tell you. But I be like, my goodness, I said, some people just messing nowadays. Some people just messing. But, I was just sitting back here just reminiscing on how things was back in the day, and boy, I tell you, I remember them house parties. Yeah, they used to have them house parties back in the day, and they'll leave one house, and they'll go to the next house. Sometimes they didn't stop partying until 3, 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But that was safe partying. You know what I'm saying? I remember them times I sit up there, and I get up there, I wake up in the morning, wondering where the music coming from. Next thing I know, my mama said, get back in the bed. Go on back in the bed now. And I tell you, that's when they have fun. Nobody wasn't doing all this crazy stuff like they doing now. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to pray before you go anywhere, because people acting so crazy. You never know what they're going to do or what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, there was some good days back then. You know what I'm talking about? There were times people might have fell out and argue whatever. Then guess what? They right back together again. And back in the day, they used to use their fists. You know what I'm saying? They fought with their fists. Nowadays, they ain't fighting with their fists. They fight with knives and guns. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you. But it ain't like it used to be. And I was thinking about that time when they'll sit up there and put a stick on your shoulder and tell you knock the stick off. Knock the stick off. You mess around there and knock the stick off, you're going to be in a fight. You're going to be in a fight. You know what I'm saying? But there were times that when they was in a fight when we were little, guess what? Parents would come together and they would talk to each other concerning the children, and then sit up there and find out what really went on and what happened. And then y'all sit up there and y'all get the vent and find out why y'all were fighting. And next thing you know, the parents had you playing back together again. And you ain't never had to worry about fighting no more. Nowadays, they be holding stuff against you. And then sometimes people be mad at you, you don't even know they mad at you. Wondering why they mad at you. And they mad at you because somebody done said something and you don't even know what them word going on. And you sit up there, you know how them people like don't like people because of the fact they don't like them, they don't fell out with them, so they want everybody else to fall out with them. That's crazy. Boy, I tell you, if a person fall out with you, they just fall out with you. Just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you used to could do that, but nowadays you got to be, mindful because people doing some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing some crazy stuff. But I tell you, I started thinking about that time, how we used to have fun back in the day, going to the movies, and I used to love them drive-ins. Y'all remember them drive-ins? Yeah. I used to love them drive-ins. I remember that time I was 11 years old, and you got to 11 years old, you get it free. I think it was from the young age up till 12. So my mother went, she left my birth certificate at the house. So she was trying to tell the man when he pulled up in the drive-in that I was 11 years old. That man was looking at me laughing and lusting at the same time. Talking about, ain't can't be no, ain't no way. And y'all going in. I said, the devil is a liar. But they thought I was older than what I was. I was 11 years old. That man thought I was 18 years old. Ain't that something? I tell you. They talking about because I was big bone. I was always big for my age. I couldn't help it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were breastfeeding back in them days. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they don't do all that. Or I don't think I got the breast milk, but I think I got the regular milk. That's what the problem was. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of parents got that breast milk. I ain't had that breast milk. You know what I'm saying? And if I did, it must have been right after I was born or something like that, just for a little while. But anyway, I'm just saying, back in the day, them was some good times. You know what I'm saying? Just like we used to play out in the street till the light came on. When them lights came on, you better take your butt in the house. That was a sign. It was time to go in. And that time when them days be long and what have you, we still had to go inside. And then you could sit up there and you hear your friends playing on the outside. Their parents just letting them play. And your parents had you on the inside. But you know what? Our parents was keeping us safe then. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like it is. Things are like it is like it now. But people were doing some crazy stuff back then, but not like they doing now. They bold. They be doing stuff right in your face. They don't even care when the front cameras are looking. You know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking, I said, boy, it was good back in them days. Them cookouts and everything. I remember that time our parents, when all the neighborhood would get together, we was all on the block. And all of us would go and meet at the beach and stuff. I remember my mama used to say they had set the tables all together. My mama would give me about 4 or 5 tables. You can eat off of this table. You can eat off of that table. And you can eat off of that table. But don't dare eat off of another table. Because, back in the day, they visit you. And they knew how you keep your house. And if you was nasty, I don't care how much food you bring. Nobody ain't going to eat your food but those that are in the house. Those in the house with you. But I tell you, my mama was real finicky. She was real finicky. That's a good thing. No, I learned to be finicky. And my mama always talked to us and told us things. Even before we came to Florida, she went and told us some things. We were like, huh? Mama told us some things. We were like, whoa. And she said, you can't eat out of everybody's house. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't only because some people were nasty. Some people were nasty enough to use roofs and all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never even heard of it. Didn't even think of no such thing. But thank God. It's good to listen to your parents. You know what I'm saying? Because your parents already know. They know. But I tell you, that was back in the day. We sit up there and play dodgeball, and we always had father figures. You know what I'm saying? If some of the parents that didn't have the children didn't have the father in the home, they had a man in the neighborhood would always sit up there and let us play dodgeball, let us get up under the sprinkler, get wet, spray us with a water hose. Them the good old days. You know what I'm saying? The good old days. Nowadays, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, people sitting up there talking about, my water bill, turn that water off. You know what I'm saying? We were young. We used to get up there and under the sprinkler. Mama used to have that water hose connected to the sprinkler. And then the whole neighborhood friends would come and jump in and just play till the time I got my pool. Yeah. When I got my pool, oh yeah. I tell you. There's some funny stories I could sure enough tell you, but I ain't gonna tell you. But anyway, it was some funny stories. I tell you, I always reached out. I always had the neighborhood friend. My mother didn't understand where I get all these friends from, but I was always an outgoing person. I always, if they didn't have a pool, come on, you can get in my pool. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew how it was when you see other people set up there with a pool and you didn't have a pool and you were waiting and hoping they let you come on in. And then you had to wait. You might wait a month sometimes before they even invite you. So when I got my pool, I would sit up there and I invite the kids. Come on over. Come on. We can have a pool party. You know what I'm saying? But then with the good old days, you know what I'm saying? You would be fall out. Parents get together, guess what? You're back together again. But I tell you, nowadays things change. But I tell you, sometimes it's good to let people know how it was back in the day so they could reminisce and they could think about the days that then and the days now. But you got to pray for our children. Pray for our children now because they got to deal with so much stuff. They got to deal with stuff that we didn't even have to deal with. It didn't matter nowadays. It don't matter if it's right or wrong. They just put it on out there. But I tell you, y'all be safe out there. Now here, y'all just had me, I was sitting there, I was just wanting to check on you, just saying hi, see how you doing, trying to put a smile on your face. But then y'all done got me thinking about back in the day. We got to instill in these children now. You got to instill in these children. And especially keep making sure that they be safe and everything. You know what I'm saying? But most of all, y'all better keep on praying.